Alright, it's your girl Nia, the video gamer, and I wanted to come on really quickly and talk about Gamescom. Y'all know I'm late. I'm always late. But since I was at work, I didn't really get a chance to directly participate in all of what went on with Gamescom. Like actually being able to watch the conferences and being able to actually read news firsthand. It was all indirect through people's reactions on Twitter. So I'm still kind of trying to catch up from a lot of the stuff that I may have missed, and I'm actually going to be writing an article about it on my website, sheattack.com, later this evening. Just kind of do like a little bit of a roundup for those of you guys who are in the same boat as I am. But first and foremost, I want to start with the things that I personally did enjoy about Gamescom. I thought that it wasn't spectacular. And I know a lot of people have been saying that Gamescom was boring or it wasn't good. And to be completely honest, I think that those people are kind of underplaying Gamescom a little bit. I think that it was a lot more exciting than not exciting. But of course, I was in it for the information. If you wanted like a big blowout show or something like that, then of course you would be bored by it. But the information was really good. So surprisingly, I liked Microsoft's information from Gamescom a lot better than I did from Sony or anybody else, and that's surprising. I mean, I'm not an Xbox hater or anything like that, but I've personally never really been interested in Microsoft or anything that the Xbox brought to the table. I mean, it's an interesting brand, but I've never really just been that into it. I've always been just Nintendo, Sony, Sega. But they actually appealed to me the most, I think, when they talked about their launch lineup. That lineup is freaking wow. Like, that lineup is so much more appealing to me than the PS4's lineup. And I know that Titanfall is not going to be a launch title and that it's not going to be exclusive to the Xbox forever. But I really wasn't interested in Titanfall when I saw it at E3. I'm actually interested in Titanfall, even though I hadn't previously. So that's kind of weird that all of a sudden Gamescom changed that for me. So that game looks freaking awesome. Let me see what else. Killer Instinct looks pretty cool, but I'm still kind of on the fence about Killer Instinct because I've been hearing some good, but then hearing some bad. So I don't really know what to make of it for myself just yet. So the verdict's still out about that. Plants vs. Zombies 2 Garden Warfare. That looks absolutely hilarious, and I can't wait to play that game. I don't think it's going to be a launch title, though. Let's see, what else? Of course, a lot of multiplayer like Assassin's Creed 4, Battlefield 4, Watch Dogs. But anyway, I think that the Xbox One is going to have a really good launch lineup. Not to say that the PS4 isn't, but the lineup for the Xbox One just seems a little bit more appealing than the PS4 lineup. So, odd that I say that. It's almost blasphemy, but whatever. And I actually wrote an article about Microsoft on sheattack.com. I will link it below. So anyway, while I'm talking about my website, I want to give a big shout out to all of my girls who are participating in sheattack.com staff. You guys may know Crunk Girl 711. She's a writer over there at SheAttack. Erica's For the Win is also a writer over there at SheAttack. And a lot of other really just talented girls over there. So shout out to SheAttack. We just launched August the 4th and we already have 8,500 views, and August isn't even over yet, which is pretty exciting, especially for a new website. Like, that's wow. I just can't thank you guys so much for supporting me, because I know most of the people who have been supporting me have been my subscribers. So wow, shout outs to y'all, shout outs to my girls over at SheAttack, and I hope that we continue to do big things, and maybe one day you guys will see us at E3, who knows, right? So as far as Sony's conference is concerned, I know a lot of people have been kind of giving Sony a lot of flack, not flack, but a lot of crap, because of the fact that a lot of the stuff that Sony talked about was indie games for the Vita, and I know a lot of Vita owners have been just crooning and waiting for games to play for the Vita that interest them. And I just want to say for that I just think that we have gotten to a point where we just can't simply enjoy games anymore. And I talked about that a little bit in my modern gamers video that I did a couple of months back, and so many gamers are just so into what the biggest AAA game is gonna have and what's gonna be the next AAA games, that they don't look at these smaller games that have just as much replay value, just as much entertainment in them, but just at a smaller budget. And I think that's really sad, because a lot of people overlook a lot of good games that way. You know what I mean? Like, if you're always looking for the next Call of Duty, the next Assassin's Creed, the next Grand Theft Auto, not that they're not good games, but if you're only seeking out these big, huge, bloated games, you're gonna miss out on a lot of really good experiences like Mutant Muds and Journey and brain fart. Anyway, so I'm not gonna touch on that anymore. But also, they announced that the Vita's gonna be getting a price cut, and thank God. I mean, I was always gonna get a Vita anyway, but now this just means that I get one sooner. So kudos to Sony for that. Now it's at a really competitive price at $199, which is the same price as a Nintendo 3DS XL. So that's a pretty good deal. And they also reduced the price of the memory cards, which is really the big kick in the pants for a lot of people who are interested in the Vitas, because yeah, the Vita is expensive, but like those memory cards, like, god dang it, like, even though they freaking dropped the price, they're still expensive. Like, that's crazy, but whatever. I mean, the Vita seems like it's gonna be a good system to own, even if you just get it for indie titles or niche titles or things like that. And I can't wait to get my hands on one personally. So overall, I thought Gamescom was pretty good. Oh, and one more thing. I picked up 2 new games for the Wii U. I picked up Splinter Cell Blacklist, and I picked up Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii U Edition. And I played some of this with Shokyo yesterday. If you guys are following Shokyo, go to his Shokyo Zone channel, because he posted a little bit of gameplay of him and I playing this game, and it's so funny because we're both like just button mashing and just like doing stuff, but it was so much fun. We both suck ass at Tekken, so it was just fun for us to kind of just, you know, play that together. And as far as Splinter Cell Blacklist is concerned, I, you know, told myself that this generation I would try to be a little bit more open to games that I wouldn't have previously played. I'm not really into stealth games like that. Part of the reason why I just haven't even attempted to get into Metal Gear Solid, I know that's blasphemy, but whatever. That is, I am who I am, right? So, but I decided to check this out to support third-party games on the Wii U. The verdict is still out, and I just gotta tell you guys that I'm ass at this game. Like, I'm pretty ass at this, because I'm way too impatient for stealth games. But I'm gonna keep trying until I can get a better picture of this, and if not, I'm probably gonna end up like taking it back or trading it in or something. But I'm trying, right? So anyway, that's pretty much all for this video. It was actually a kind of long video, so let me get out of here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your day instead of listening to me ramble in a video. But I'll talk to you guys at a later date. Peace.